Hi everyone. Hello, am I audible everyone? Hi Kandar, good evening. Uh, yes, a very good evening to Kandar and Herman. How has your evening been everyone? Let us know here in the chat box so that we can make it better and interesting, right? So please type and let us know how your evening has been so far. Hi Herman, hi Kandar, hi Rahul. Great evening, good evening, Rahul. This is a great evening, but today on a weekend, I have come up with a wonderful topic, which is thank you, Kandar. It has been treating me very well. Thank you for asking me that. Rahul, as I mentioned, it's been treating me very well. And today's session is going to be a lot of learning. I hope you are all ready with your notepads, pens, pencils, or your digital pads, whatever you're going to make notes on. So hi Priya, hi Harsh. Please make sure that all of it is ready. And if it is ready, type ready in the chat box. And how's your Josh today? Is it high? Is it simply high? Is it over the moon? Is it moon and back? How is it like? Let me know how's your Josh, because my Josh is pretty high. It's always super high when I do an essay writing. So I'm going to show all that I can for a band 9 essay. We're going to have a sample essay. We're going to have tips. We are going to have analysis. But before we begin, are you all ready? Type ready in the chat box and let me know about your Josh as well. Yes, Rahul, super ready, super high. Yes, ma'am, ready. Harsh is saying over the Mars. Do a live. Maybe next time. Over the moon, right? Wonderful. So let's move ahead. First of all, let me just brief you a little about myself. This is Manisha Angre. I am a master trainer at LeapScholar. Have been into the training and coaching industry for more than 20 years, with millions of students taught, thousands of students scoring an 8.5, 8 plus bands, including a 9 band, right? So I am an IDP certified IELTS trainer. I am a UCLA certified career coach. I've been training for various examinations that you can see here in on the screen: GRE, GMAT, SAT, TOEFL, PT, CAT, CSAT, CLAT, IELTS. And I would also like to know from you, how many exams have you heard out of all the ones that I've mentioned here? Right, type of positive development essay. Okay, Puranjay, let's see how we can help you out today. Type of negative and positive development essay. So Puranja and Rahul, they both have the same problem, stuck in negative and positive development essay. No matter what the essay is like today, this particular essay will help you write any type of an essay. Okay. So yes, if you are all game, type game in the chat box, because today's session is going to begin with band descriptors, tips for 9 band essay. I know you all are aware of all the do's and don'ts, but still there are a lot of areas where students forget and they misunderstand and they write things which they shouldn't be writing, because of course they are gathering information from various places. And I have had students who have scored 8.5, even 9 in writing. So if you are one who is willing to score an 8.5 and 9 in writing, then you are at the right place, right? So I'm going to do a sample answer question and give you an answer. We are also going to analyze it. So you will have to be extremely attentive today. And at the end of the session, I'm going to give you a complete response of the entire essay, right? Yes. Yes, definitely. So if you are all now super excited, type super excited in the chat in order to understand that you are all ready to learn. Come on, write super excited. You have to first write super excited, because I am super excited. So Puranjay, today your query will be sorted as we go ahead. Right. Okay, so this is Zach, and say hi to Zach, everyone. Say hi to Zach. And Zach is here to learn to write a 9 band essay, and here I am to help him. So Manisha ma'am is like, okay, I'm super excited and I am going to I'm going to tell you how to do this. So let's assemble our troops and let's go and understand the essay writing. Perfect, right? Okay, let's go ahead. So task response. Now, for understanding a 9-band essay, first of all, you need to understand the band descriptors. However, we do not have sufficient time to go into every detail of everything, but I'm just going to point out a couple of things that you should be aware of before we go on to preparing further. So this is 9-band essay, task response, coherence and cohesion, grammatical range and accuracy, and of course, lexical resource. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply just magnify a bit so that you're all aware of what is given over here. Fully addresses all parts of the task. If you look at 9-band, it says fully addresses all parts of a task. Now, how many of you are not aware of what is all parts of a task? That is what something that can lead to a problem, because you do not know what actually are parts of an question. Is any last minute advice that I should keep in mind? Vaibhav, please stay here because I'm going to give you a lot of other details. Presents a fully developed position and answer to the question with relevant, mark the words, relevant, fully extended and well supported ideas. So your answer should have relevant ideas, they should be fully extended, and they should be well supported as well. Other things to keep in mind are using coherence and cohesion. Make sure that your paragraphing is skillful, which is another problem with unbalanced paragraphing that takes place, and hence you're not able to score a 9-band. Lexical resource, many of you do use a wide range of vocabulary. However, most of them are not contextually correct. So third point is that making sure that your uncommon words are contextually correct. And lastly, your grammatical range and accuracy is also where we find a lot of students making errors. However, today I'm going to focus more on the other three aspects rather than the grammatical range and accuracy, because I believe this is what most of the people cover, that grammar should be correct, sentences should be complex, sentences should have a correct punctuation marks, all parts of speech should be correct. All of these are already given to you all. However, I'm going to focus on the other three today, right? So what is it about an essay writing that disturbs you, challenges you? That's what I want to know from you all. So please write that in the chat box, that what is it about an essay writing that challenges you? Okay. So going next to the point which we are going to talk about. So if there is anything over here which you are not able to follow band 9, that means there's something that you need to learn. Okay, the first step to follow for writing is, okay, hold on. Yes. Steps to follow for writing for 9-band is, okay, here first thing is answer is relevant to the question. First of all, remember that your answer is relevant to the question. Okay. First of all, understand the question very well. You need to understand the question, and based on what a question is like, you need to come up with relevant information. Now, there are various times when students come up with ideas which are actually not supportive of the topic. So if your ideas are not supportive of the topic, that's where you will not be able to score a 9-band. Next point is answer all parts of the question. What are all parts of the question? Are you aware of what are all parts of a question, guys? What are all parts of a question? What do you understand by parts of a question? I'm not talking about parts of an answer, means I'm not talking about the paragraphing, but I'm asking about all the parts of the question. All parts, advanced vocabulary, complex sentence structure, conval, gill, that is different thing. Here I am going to talk about something else, right? I'm going to talk about all parts of the question. For example, if a question states that discuss both the opinions and give your, discuss both the views and give your opinion, that means there are two opinions to be discussed and there is a view to be, there are two views to be discussed, and there is an opinion that also needs to be discussed. So first of all, identifying that how many parts are there in your question. If the question says, do you agree or disagree? In that case, you are addressing only one part. If the question says, what are the advantages and disadvantages? You are addressing two parts of the question. If the question says, what are the negatives and the positive sides? Then you need to address two parts. So first of all, identifying what are the parts of the question and How many parts are to be addressed? This is another point where students make an error. Third, organizing your essay logically with clear progression using linking words. It is important that your paragraphing is correct, logical, and you are not framing paragraphs just for the sake of framing paragraphs, or you are not combining the. So I have come across many students who write advantages essay and advantages paragraph and disadvantage paragraph all mixed, combined, and they create a hodgepodge out of it. So that is a complete no for you all. You shouldn't be doing that. There has to be clarity in your paragraphs. If your paragraphs are not clear, I'm sorry, you cannot score better. Organize your essays into paragraphs. As I told you, proper paragraphing is important. Use less common vocabulary and spell it correctly. Many a times you're trying to use good vocabulary, but most of the time the spellings are not correct. You're not doing a good job at all by using uncommon words, and that too incorrectly. And again, I also find it most of the time contextually incorrect. Do you also do that? Is there anyone who is able to relate to any of the 5 points? Because I've got many more points to come up with. Which is the one that you did not know or you still make an error of for so far? So when I come across any point, do let me know here in the chat box, like putting in the point that this is 5 number point or 6 number point which you are confused with. That way I would also know, and maybe I can help you out as we go ahead. Don't use memorized languages, phrases, and examples. That's what I was talking about earlier, that memorized languages and phrases are again a commonplace found in students' writing. Using a variety of complex sentence structures, again, as I mentioned, grammatical range and accuracy is all about using complex sentences and different structures. So for that, other things, what you shouldn't be doing, common mistakes made. First of all, not writing examples. How many of you still have a doubt that you're not able to write examples, or you're not able to think of examples? And what if I don't write an example? How many of you have that doubt? If you have that doubt, put it here in the chat box. Now, if you do not write examples, of course, you are not doing anything good to your writing. Second, examples from recent research, surveys, or any other data. How many of you frame your answers using research, surveys, or any other data? If you are doing that, you are not justifying your essay, because IDP and Cambridge have clearly mentioned that please do not use recent research, surveys, data, a study, all of these not to be included if you want a 9-band essay. So if you have been including that, see Puranjay, you have already got it that you do this, so please do not do that. Next, using uncommon words incorrectly, which I've already mentioned. Lack of explanation due to plenty of points mentioned. This commonly happens with students, that while they are brainstorming the ideas, they come up with so many points and then they put down all of them all together in the paragraph without properly explaining them. So lack of explanation is another reason why students are not able to score a higher band. Single sentence paragraphs. I have come across plenty of students writing paragraph. There's only one single sentence mentioned, especially with the conclusion paragraph, only a single sentence, and they consider it to be a paragraph. So let me tell you one thing. Let me clear this to you all, that a single sentence is not a paragraph. It is simply a single sentence. So if you have been writing either very long paragraphs which are unbalanced, and if you're writing very small sentences, then please avoid doing that. Again, you're not going to score a higher band if you do this. Using contractions like don't, won't, example, that is, are again no for your writing. Cliched paraphrases. So if I go back to the previous sentence, right, if I go back to the previous slide wherein I had mentioned memorized phrases. So many students write two sides of a coin, double-edged sword, pros and cons. These are all considered to be memorized phrases, and they are not good for a band 9. How many of you do write any of these memorized phrases? If you have been writing any, if you are able to think of any such memorized phrase, please write here in our comment box, because that's what I'm going to help you all talk about, right? We are going to discuss all of these points with the help of an example that I have in the next slide, right? Are you all ready? Are you all ready? If you're all ready, type ready in the chat box. Come on. Okay. So wow, Zach was making all of these errors, and yes, of course, many of you also might be making this error. So let's go and check what all things you should not be doing, right? So yes, many of them are happy because they also learned a couple of things that they shouldn't be doing. Okay, right. Now the topic that I have for you all here is some people believe that technology has made man more social. Then what should we do in the place of that? Yes, can we write shed a light? No, Puranja, even that is a memorized phrase. See, so Priya, then that's what we are learning. Stay here, make sure that you are making your notes, and we are there. The question is, some people believe that technology has made man more social. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? Okay, now first of all, I'm going to give you 1 minute to tell me, do you agree or do you disagree with this point, or do you partially agree with this point? Give yourself a thought and write that in the chat box over here. And after that, quickly tell me why you agree. And if you don't agree, tell me why you disagree. So let me know that here in the comment box. I'm going to wait for you all for a minute. Come on. I am ready. Yes, Kaval, agree. Skandar wants to agree. Sarina, okay, wonderful, Sarina. Thank you. Agree, Puranjay says agree. So why is it that you agree? Why do you think that man technology has made? So my question to you all is, why has technology, or how has technology made man more social? How has technology made man more social? Absolutely agree, strongly agree. Okay, perfect. Farah Myra says agree. Ravina says agree. But give me a reason for you're not going to simply say agree, right? You also disagree, Subahan. Okay, no problem. Yes, you can also disagree with this. So if you disagree with this, do let me know what is the reason for you to disagree with this. Mobile phones, media, students are stuck in these things only instead of spending family time and many more things. So Piranjay, how is your answer agree? You said can write. Okay, so that means you are disagreeing with the point. Wonderful. That's a great point as well. So guys, you can say anything. These days, people are becoming more technical and they cannot spend time with their loved ones. I totally agree to the given statement. Jaspreet, you are disagreeing to the statement. See, Puranjay and Jaspreet, you both are actually disagreeing. So देखो आप है ना ऐसे गड़बड़ नहीं कर सकते. You cannot make this. You cannot change your thesis statement and write something else. So the problem with Puranjay and Jaspreet is that they said that they are agreeing, but again their point is disagreeing with the point. People are able to find time to get in touch quickly and express their bonding with friends and family. Now Kandarp is right, because Kandarp has said that he agrees and has given a point relevant to what he's saying, right? Yes, Jaspreet, now corrected. Agree, because it has improved to interact and able to connect from different places. Yes, Rahul, you're also correct, right? Now what I'm going to do over here is, so first thing is, I told you that if your point is not relevant to the topic, you lose your scores. Agree, because of you watch videos, you can solve any problem without any person. Without any person. I think, Darshan, that would be too extreme to say that you can solve it. I think I should partially agree to your statement as well. Going further ahead, now the topic that we have over here, as I told you, is this, right? Now, what are the 4 parameters that we are going to discuss? Because I have a sample answer which we are going to analyze now. It is a wonderful answer written by one of a student, and we are going to discuss that. But I want you to first tell me what are the 4 parameters. I absolutely agree, because we can gain any knowledge from any part of the world just with the help of the internet. Now, Priya, the question is about socializing and your point is about learning. So how is your point relevant to the topic? Darshan, again, how is your point relevant to the topic? Because the topic is asking something about being social and you are writing about something being learning. Okay, Jaspreet, becoming more technical, they cannot spend time with it. Okay, Kandarp is correct because he's talking about socializing with people, friends and family. So Priya, your point is not relevant to the topic. See, this is the problem with the students, that they do not understand whether their point is relevant to the topic. Only because it is talking about technology doesn't mean that you can write anything about learning also. Here we are not talking anything about learning. How to identify the type of the statement, like agree, advantage, right? Okay, right. So here, first of all, I am going to talk about our task response, TR, which we know that we are discussing, right? So I'm going to talk about task response. I'm going to talk about coherence and cohesion, right? Coherence and cohesion. I'm also going to talk about lexical resource, and in certain places, we will also pay attention to grammatical range and accuracy. With the advancement, a majority of people use social application through electronic aids such as mobile computer. Yes, Sarina, now your point is valid, right? Correct. Wonderful. So here comes the sample answer for you all. Agree, because socializing is just a one touch away. Yes, but how? How? Okay, now this is one of the answers. We are going to make certain corrections if required, but let's read. It says, okay, now what are the main elements of an essay? Main elements of an essay, the first is an introduction. Your introduction should paraphrase the question, and it should have a clear thesis statement. And sometimes you can write general statements and also justify your point. So let's see what has the student done over here. The student says it has made us to connect from home and interact as a difficult situation like COVID-19. Rahul, I think you are correct, but your expression of the idea in the sentence is not coming up so well. So you need to correct that. Experts, now look at this sentence, the way it begins. Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated whether the advent of sophisticated modern technology. Now look at this phrase. In the question, the word was only technology. But what has the student done? Instead of writing only technology, the student has written sophisticated modern technology. Can you see that? So this is elaborating it. Now look at the lexical resource of the vocabulary, such as mobile phones, laptops, iPad have helped to enhance, which is what we are talking about. Man has become more social and improve people's social lives, or whether the opposite has become the case. So here in this one particular sentence from here to here, this one simple sentence that was given in the question has been elaborated using great vocabulary and details. So it is for you to enhance it in a manner that it becomes a little more detailed. So you can write simple sentences too, but simple sentences will not bring you to 9 band. And today we are learning for a 9 band, right? Multifarious social apps. Okay, experts wrote both developed and developing world. We are not saying all across the world, we are saying across board developed and developing world, right? And the student has written such as mobile phone, laptops and everything. Wonderful, right? Good one. I strongly advocate the former view. Is the student addressing the question? Do you agree or disagree with this opinion? Is the student addressing the question? Please type yes or no. Is the student writing yes or no? Kaushal, Kamboj, can you tell them that I am here? Okay. Okay, fine. So you all have to come here. Yes, Adayan, we are here on YouTube, right? Okay. So I strongly advocate the former view. Now here the student is clearly supporting or giving a clear, is addressing the topic that do you agree or disagree with the opinion. He says, I strongly advocate the former view. What is the former view? That it has made man more social, more developed. Rather, the advent of such as mobile phones have helped to enhance and improve people's social lives. This is the first point, right? Now, this essay, now I'm also going to express what this essay is going to be all about so that it is clear for the reader what I'm going to talk about. This essay will discuss both sides using examples from UK government and Oxford University to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Now, you remember all the don'ts that I told you in the previous slide. So what is it that is not right in this paragraph? What is it that is not right in this paragraph? Come on. I want you all to tell me what is it that you find that is not right in this paragraph, because we have already discussed something in the previous paragraph slide, which is not correct over here. Take your time. I'm giving you a minute. Think about it. There are two things that can be eliminated from here. There are two things that could be eliminated from here. And what are those 2 points? If you were paying attention in the previous slide, I said, do not know. In the previous slide, I said, do not use any kind of a study, research, survey, Right, Jay, that's correct. Do not use any kind of a research, study, survey. So I am not going to use this. This has to be removed. This essay will discuss both sides. And again, why are we discussing both sides? We have to discuss what our opinion is. So particularly this sentence is not correct and this needs correction. Another thing, the student has elaborated with the help of mobile phones, laptops, and iPad. Though this is correct, but this was not required, right? Examples from research. Yes, Priya, you're paying attention. Very good. Tarandeep is paying attention. Right. So far, how are you all going? So far, are you all able to gain? What is it that you understood so far? Write that in the chat box because I have a lot more things coming up in the next slides. Examples discussing both the views. Yes, absolutely, Rahul. These are the things that we were not supposed to do and have been done over here. So got it? Remove all of these and you are good for a 9-band introduction. Right. So moving further ahead to the next one. Are we all together? If you're all together, type together in the chat box, please. My first question. Now let me see how you are all paying attention. Can you write examples from recent research? Yes or no? What is your answer? Is it A or is it B? Type here in the chat box. Is it yes or is it no? Can you write examples from recent research? Come on, let me see how many of you are paying attention. There are so many people here in the session, but how many of them are paying attention to a 9-band essay? If you are paying attention to a 9-band essay, you are doing a good job. You're going to learn a lot more today. And of course, if you're not paying attention, guys, aapka 15,500 waste hai. Your 15,500 is waste if you're not going to make any changes by together, be no. You cannot write any recent research and example. Okay, next question. You do not necessarily have to paraphrase the question. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? You do not necessarily have to paraphrase the question. Is it true or is it false? Is this statement true or false? Is this statement true or false that you do not have to paraphrase the question? B, yes. Rahul, yes. Kaval, yes. Kaval, yes. Doctor to be, yes. Kandarp, yes. Just breathe. True? No. It has to. This statement is definitely false, right? This statement is definitely false because you must paraphrase the question. What is a thesis statement? What is a thesis statement? What is a thesis statement? Now tell me what is a thesis statement. And guys, those who have got a true answer, I did read a couple of them who wrote a true. That means you are in dire need of a proper class. So you must join our batches and make a difference to the way you are preparing. Once, this is one session, but just imagine if you are going to learn with me for 20 days, is it going to change your IELTS score? Tell me, how do you think? Tell me. I trust me, it is going to change your IELTS score. And I've got so many people over here who can tell that they are feeling a change in the way they are preparing. It is a statement that will be able to identify which type of view we are taking upon. Yes, Rahul, you are somewhat correct. Opinion, no Vishnu, no Farah, no Jaspreet. It depends upon what type of your question is. Ma'am, here it is written about recent research. That means we can use old research. No, Priya, do not use any kind of a research, right? Tarandeep Singh, opinion. But opinion, when the opinion has been asked, if the opinion is not asked, still you're required to write a thesis statement. So do you want to learn what different types of thesis statements are there? Do you want to learn what different types of thesis statements are there, guys? Do you want to learn that? Do you want to learn that? Are you feeling confident? That is Progressive Farmers of India. That is about the whole paragraph. I'm asking about a thesis statement. Are you feeling confident now? Yes, right? Do you want to learn more? Then guys, in order to learn more, you definitely have to join a batch of mine, which I'm going to show you pretty soon now, right? Okay. Answering the question. Yes. Confident enough? Are you all confident enough? What do you all say? Are you also feeling good, confident? Yes, then do not forget to enroll for one of my select batches where I'm going to take 20 hours of live sessions. I'm going to do 20 hours of live session in this batch. So do you have any classes? If you're going to ask me, do I have class? I'm going to give you the entire essay and I'm also going to discuss the next body paragraph. But so far, if you are feeling confident, then yes, do I have any classes? Then of course, I do have classes at LeapScholar. And to enroll for my class, you just simply have to click on the link that we are sharing with you here in the chat box. Samsherli Khan Pathan, no, it is not to be written anywhere in your essay, not just in your introduction, it is not to be written anywhere in your essay. So we have shared a link with you all here and it has also been pinned on your comment box. So do not forget to go to the pin, click on it and find my speaking batch. Find my select batch. So how many of you are willing to make a difference? You want to know more about the different thesis statements? Do you all said yes, 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 right? So you all want to know a lot more about the different thesis statements, the different essay types. Then this is the best place for you all to join if you are really willing to write for an 8 band and 9.5 bands, right? And I do have students who have scored an 8.5 and 9 bands, which I'm going to show you in the next slide. I'm not skipping the example, just Preet. I'll come to the example part after this, right? Okay, so my select batch is starting with 20 hours of live classes where I'm going to cover all the modules in listening, reading, writing, and speaking. It's going to be a very small size batch, as you can see over here. It's going to be a very small size batch. And these 20 hours of live classes will also contain class recordings. So if you miss any of the classes, you are there to join. You can join them at any time. Would like to go for the elite Kandar? Yes, go ahead and join for the elite. Again, you just have to click on the link that we have shared with you and you will find our elite batch 2 Kandar. I told you about it yesterday as well. So go for the elite batch. Right? Okay. Now, computer-based test, we are also going to provide computer-based tests with score tracking, wherein you can track your scores, analyze them, find out where you're going wrong. And it is the actual UI as you would find in an actual examination, right? There are 100 plus tests in the computer-based mock test that we provide to you with 25 full-length speaking evaluations. You get 25 full-length evaluations with part 1, part 2, part 3, all 3 parts being discussed. We have exclusive study material for our students, which is what you will not find anywhere on the internet. So please go ahead and take help of this material, because I'll tell you one more thing. Whatever you find on the on internet nowadays is all done and dusted. You don't have any new content and you're not going to be asked the same content again and again. So for you to bring that difference in your preparation, you need new content. Where will you get that Leap content? New content, you'll get it at LeapScholar, nowhere else. 28 writing mocks with detailed feedback. How many will you write? You will write 5 and 6 and 8 and 10 and you may get exhausted. But I am going to give you 28 writing evaluations and you can see the difference right now here in the class itself. How? Just one paragraph and I've changed the way you write and I still have 3 paragraphs to go. So to join this batch right now in this session, I'm giving you a discount of 20% with the code MAYT20. It is MAYT20 and this batch is right now available for only 7,995. So do not wait, because the batch is almost about to be full. Once the batch is full, you will have to wait for me to start another batch. And why wait when you have it all over here? We shouldn't use example and recent researches. I did not say that you don't have to use examples, Kaval. You have misunderstood and misinterpreted what I said. I said do not use research. I said you have to use examples in the body paragraphs, right? Do not use them right now here in the introduction. The point is, Kaval, you are not getting. See, this is the misinterpretation students make. पहले तो इतना जरूरी है कि आप जो भी क्वेश्चन रीड कर रहे हैं ना, उसको पहले करेक्टली इंटरप्रेट करें. अगर आपका इंटरप्रिटेशन गलत है तो आपको लगता है बाकी सब गलत इंटरप्रेट कर रहे हैं. सो प्लीज, दिस इज फॉर एवरीवन दैट डोंट मिस इंटरप्रेट द क्वेश्चंस, बिकॉज इफ यू मिस इंटरप्रेट इट, you feel that others are not understanding you, wherein you yourself are not clear with your ideas. So it is important for you to have your task response right in place. See, the problem with Kaval and many other students who are asking why to skip this, why to skip this, is that they have misunderstood my point. My point was very clear that do not use research. I said write examples, but do not use research in your example. See, so first step of learning right now begins over here. And if you have not learned that, then join the batch, because here I'm going to do all of this in detail with you all. If you're joining the batch right now, click on this. And once you make the payment, once you have done it, once you're joining it, please type join here in the chat box, because that's where I'm going to see you all more, and I'm going to discuss a lot more with you all. You're missing out on to everything, guys, if you're not being here. This is something you don't get anywhere, right, Kandar? How to prepare for vocabulary? Join the classes, Kandar. I'm going to tell you everything. I cannot do everything, vocabulary, task response, everything in this half an hour, right? How many vocabs do we? You don't use vocabs. First of all, your word vocabs is incorrect. Vocab is a singular word and it does not take any plural form. So first of all, how many words? It is not vocabs, because vocab is a collective noun. So how many words do we need for each topics to get 8 to 9 bands? Kandar, now this is a very subjective question. It is about the quality of the words that you are using and not the quantity of the words. And if you tell me how many words, I will say minimum 250 words is what you require to complete your task. Are you writing minimum 250 words? That's what the point is. So if you ask me a question like that, the answer is simply write 250 words. That's it, right? So how many of you are writing 250 words and not writing 250 words? So all those who are staying back for the session, I'm going to discuss the next paragraph with you all. And then the giveaway is the entire essay. So far, did you like the essay? The first paragraph, did you all like the first paragraph? We'll move to the next paragraph. Are you joining? Are you all joining? Okay, so I am also going to share the scores, the recent scores that my students have received. You can see this is 6/11/2022. The first score says 6/11/2022. That is 8.5 in speaking, 9 in listening, 8.5 in reading, 7 in writing, and it is an 8.5 overall. Other scores also you can see over here, 7.5, 8.5 in reading and listening, and 8 overall. You can see all of these scores. You can also get an 8.5, 7 in writing, 7 in writing. You can also get it if you join our classes. If you don't join, you miss the bus. Simple. So we'll go back to where we were. Okay. Okay. I am just going to take you to another slide. So please do not forget. Okay. Please do not forget. And if you are someone who wants the same score, the link is right there in the chat box for you. Click on the link and there you are to join the batch and score an 8.5 just like the others have scored here in the session, in my batches. Right, so I come to the next paragraph. Are you all ready for the next paragraph? Are you all ready for the next paragraph? How many of you want to take this next paragraph? Okay, chalo, let's do this one. Continuing. Now we are talking about, sorry, for a second, Zoom gets a little wonky these days. I don't find the annotation tools right. Okay. On the one hand, okay, I'm going to highlight now. On the one hand, there is ample, look at the vocabulary, ample, powerful, almost daily evidence. I'm not just writing, there is a lot of evidence. This is how students write, right? There is ample, powerful, almost daily evidence that such technology can be detrimental, especially to the younger generation who are more easily affected by its addictive nature, and which can result in people feeling more isolated from the society. Look at the vocabulary. Look at the sentence structures. Hi, Ankush. I hope you are paying attention. When will be the live classes? I'm working professional. Coach, the classes are available on weekends and the classes are available even on the weekdays. I'll show that in a while to you. If you are a working professional, we also have late night classes and you can join any of the batches. There are batches that happen in the night. My batch happens 9:30 p.m. So if you are a late night person, so my batch would be 9:30, and if you are back home before that, you can always join my 9:30 batch, and our last batch is 10:30 p.m. So you can join all late night batches that we have. And of course, we also have a weekend batch for you, right? I hope that helps and answers your question. So now look at this one sentence. Now, how long is your topic sentence? Can you tell me how long do you write a topic sentence? Is your topic sentence as long as the one that I've shown over here? Are you able to write a topic sentence as long as this one, as detailed as this one, with the vocabulary that you can see over here, the quality of words? Or do you write a simple short topic sentence? If you write a simple short topic sentence, then join the batch, because that's where I'm going to teach you everything of it. Next, the central reason behind this is twofold. Now I'm talking about the central reason. What is the main reason? I told you have to give a reason, right? The central reason behind this is twofold. That means I'm going to give you two reasons, right? Yes. No, you don't do it. So that means this is time you all do it. Firstly, the invention of firstly. Now look at these 2 points. Firstly, one point is coming here. So can you find the other point here in the paragraph? The student has clearly written that there are two reasons. Firstly, I have already highlighted. Can you find the other reason? Can you find the other reason? Can you find where is the other reason, guys? Yes, absolutely. It is here. Secondly, correct. Very good. Do we have an example too? Yes, we have an example too. Yes. So there are two reasons and there is an example. Now let's first check with the two reasons and then I'll go and correct the example over here. The first two reasons say that firstly, the invention of online social media sites and apps such as, look at the examples, such as Twitter and Facebook have reduced crucial face-to-face interactions dramatically. Can you see this? Through use of these appealing references, these appealing and attractive mediums, people feel in touch and connected, yet lack key social skills and the ability to communicate. Can you see the variety of sentences? Can you look at the vocabulary? Can you look at task response? Because that's all relevant to the topic. Secondly, dependence on such devices. Which devices? Twitter, Facebook. We have already talked about the different apps and devices. Is built up frighteningly easy. Now you're saying easy, but you don't say it's simply easy. It is frighteningly easy, which may have a damaging effect. First, I have written detrimental, and then I have written damaging on mental health and encourage a sedentary lifestyle. Can you see the vocabulary? Okay, now for example, what I told you, no recent research. So we need to correct. Can you all correct this? Let's correct this. For example, recent scientific research by the UK government demonstrated people in their 30s spend 20 hours per week on messengers and similar applications. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this part. Okay, and instead of this part, I'm going to write what I can add over here. A majority of people, for example, a majority of people on Messenger and similar applications. Okay, a majority of people, I'm going to still continue. I'm going to write a majority of people in their 30s nowadays spend comma here spend over spend a large amount of time, I'm going to write this, spend a large amount of time on Messenger and similar applications to chat with their friends instead of meeting up and spending quality time together on doing sport. As a result, it is conclusively clear that these technology advancements have decreased and diminished our real life interactions. Make sense? Make sense? What do you all say? Now, does the paragraph look perfect? I have an example, but I'm not writing a research. That was the point I was trying to make, guys. Do you want to replicate something like this? You can use even individuals, Darshan. Nobody said that you cannot use people, and nobody said that you cannot use individuals. However, you cannot use certain other words. Okay, fine. Now tell me, how did you find this paragraph? How did you find this paragraph? Do you want to write something similar to this? Do you want to replicate this? If you want to replicate, if you only then you will be able to do it when you are a part of my batch. I can do this on a daily basis with you when you are joining me for my classes. Yes, and to join me for my classes, what you need to do is you simply have to go to the link shared with you and join the classes, which gives you all the benefit of 20 hours of live classes, recordings, small batch sizes, computer-based mock test, extra doubt solving sessions, IELTS study materials, student manual, 28 writing evaluations, 25 speaking evaluations, all of these at just rupees 7,995. And if you are here to learn with me, go ahead right now, click on the link. How many of you are joining us? Kandar, Darshan, Sarina, yes, Priya, are you willing to spend your 15,500 just like that? Eklavya, how many of you are Eklavyas? Self-preparation. I will prepare it by myself. Just coming to certain sessions and getting certain details. Reading these type of answers, but only, however, now I'm getting a little idea about how to create one after joining on a YouTube live. Thank you, Kandar. I'm really glad that it is helping you. But Kandar, yesterday, as we discussed, not just one session, 20 sessions is going to make a difference. Otherwise, 15,500. And you know, આપણા ગુજરાતમાં એવું ના ચાલે કે તમે પૈસા ભરો અને એનું ROI ના મેળવો, right? So you need to get the ROI of whatever you have spent on. So please make sure that 15,500 is what you are going to spend for your IELTS exam. If you are willing to become an Eklavya, somebody asked me, then what will be the fee of the Guru Drona over here? The fee of Guru Drona for me is only 7,995. I'm not asking for your life, or I'm asking for your thumb or anything but I want you all to score pretty high, and that too for just rupees 7,995. Now tell me one thing. If you become an Eklavya, I am not going to be the Guru Drona, right? Who is going to be a Guru Drona? Your Guru Drona is going to be IDP, because if you don't score well, you will have to rewrite the exam and you will pay 15,500 again. So what do you prefer? To be an Eklavya and give twice to IDP, or to be wise, become Arjun and come to us and spend 7,995? What is your take? Come on, guys, let me know. Thank you, Darshan. Memorizing general lines. Harmandeep, you have to come to my class in order to help me tell you what are the lines that you shouldn't write now further beyond this. So I hope you all had a fantastic session, and I hope you all learned something. So give me what is your learning from today's session. Please write that in the chat box, because that will also help others to know that there are so many things to be learned in the session. So there are so many things that you can learn in 45 minutes. I think we have been here together for the last 45 minutes. And in the last 45 minutes, there would be at least 2 things that you have learned today. At least 2 things. How to write a proper introduction and how to write a proper body paragraph, giving a detailed description of whatever your reason is. If you haven't given proper description to your reasons, damn, you have not done good. You have not paid attention, and you are going to give your Guru Drona, which is going to be IDP, who's going to ask for your fee nice over and over again. Okay, right. So how many of you want the rest of the answer? Thank you, Priya. Exactly, Kaval. No utilization, no, not utilization, no mentioning of. See, Kaval, your vocabulary doesn't fall in straight right in the place. So this is the problem that may take place even in your writing. Here, utilizing is making use of. And here, you are not talking, you are mentioning, you are not making use of the recent research. So you do not use the word utilization. In fact, you would say no mention of recent study and research, right? Fantastic. So how was the session? Was the session? I am going to give you further ahead, but before I give you the giveaway, I want all of you all to subscribe to our channel and click on the like button. Yes, it will cover everything, but for ROI, you have to come to the session. How many of you have, come on guys, go ahead and click. I want more likes than you can, or from all the students who are here. I want a like from everyone who is here to write 2 points in each body paragraph. Harmandeep, come to my come to my batch and I'll tell you how to write. Come to my batch and I'll tell you how to write over there. I want more likes, guys, more likes. Come on. Only then I'm going to the next slide to show you the entire giveaway, the entire response. But for that, I want more number of likes. Come on, come on, come on. I want to see likes here for the session. If I see more likes, things changing, then I'm showing you the next paragraph. Of course. And do not forget MAYT20. Rishi, wow, Rishi, MAYT20. Please make a note of this code MAYT20 in order to get the course for 7,995. If you miss the code, guys, you will miss a 20% discount. Then it will go on for 9,994 for you all. Perfect. Yes, I can see more likes. Yes, come on, guys, more likes. Difference between previous premium batches and this one. Yes, Aleha. Oh, I can see you. I am seeing you after a long time. Like on the channel, guys. Like on this video. Like on the video. Like on the video. Not in the chat box is fine, but like on the video. Saleha, yes, there is a lot of difference between the previous batches and these batches. These batches have a lot more offering, and the strength of the batches has changed comparatively. Yes, Kandar, I have of mine as well. Okay, right. Okay, fine. So going further to help you, give you the rest of the response. And if you can see, I have also highlighted a lot of points over here. I've also highlighted. How many of you are joining? Kandar, come on, go ahead. Oh, Abhishek, I am doing very well. How are you doing? So Abhishek has been one of our students and he can tell you how lively the sessions are. So this is the rest of the answer. You can take a screenshot of this answer. I have also highlighted a lot of things over here and you already, thank you, Sarina. Please do not forget to join the batches because that's where you are going to get the rest of the information and rest of the learning. So in order to get the rest of the learning, you have to be there. 20 hours of live classes with Manisha Angre. MAYT20 and your code is MAYT20. Please do not forget the code. And once again, I'm sharing the link with you all here in the chat box. Right. We'll be sharing. Hitting the road. Yes. Do join Kandar. I want to see you there. MAYT20. Do not forget this for the 20% discount. Kandar. Abhishek, very good session. Abhishek has been a student from our previous batches and he can tell you how lively the sessions are and how the learning goes in. It literally will hit you right in your head. Perfect. So guys, see you all. This was a great time being with you all once again, do not forget that. And if you felt that the session was awesome, please do not forget to hit on the like button. And do not forget to hit on the subscribe bell icon, and also share the session with your friends or family, whoever is preparing for IELTS examination. And of course, I would like to see you all more in my batches, that is IELTS Select batch and even an IELTS Elite batch, which is starting. And we have various timings. You can join any of the batches. Thank you. That was fantastic. That was really nice. being with you all here in the live session. And guys, show some love. Show some love. Click on the like button. Please, please do that. Thank you, all of you all. Thank you, Arjun. That is beneficial. Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.